Hi, so I'm doing a Fusion 360 video here today. It's going to be like a beginner's thing because I'm really only a beginner myself, and I'm creating some parts for projects I'm doing, and this is one of the parts here. So it's going to be this aluminum part. So what I do is I zoom in as far as I can on the PDF, and then I go to my screenshot, new, and then I grab the item. So it's this one below, the 402. I save that here. I've already saved it, but I'll save over it again, and then I'll do new, and then I want to pick this one, save that one, and that's going to be B. Alright, so there's your part saved. Close this down, get rid of your PDF, and you're done with that. So you're in a file here already, so now we want to save this as 402 as our part. Save that. Sorry. So now we can close down the files on the side. So we want to insert. So first of all, let's check our units are correct. They are. Let's turn on our origin. Insert. Canvas. Insert from computer. Let's pick that first file. Open. Select the face, this face here. So we can see I have the opacity set to 40, which is what I like. It's up to yourself. I mean, you can go way down or you can go way up. I certainly wouldn't go way up. You maybe go down to there, even 20 or 30. So make sure your display true is set so you can work around it. Click on the top view. So first of all, what we want to do is let's go into our canvas, right click, and we want to calibrate. Zoom in, or zoom back out actually. We can see that our A distance needs to be 2 1/4. So let's go in here, and let's go here to here, and this is going to be 2.25. Zoom back out, and you can see it has scaled up. So what I'm going to do now is we want to move this to get this point. You could have this point here, you could have it here, you could have it here, you could have it here. I like to have it here for this part, I think. So what I'll do is edit canvas and move it, and then move it up, and then have zoom in to see how you look. It's not too bad. It looks like I've gone a little too much in the Y direction, I believe. So if I do 19, that looks a little better. Okay. Alright, so we're good to start drawing here. So I'm going to create this as one part in here, and this as another, and then I can join them. You could create these as all separate parts and join them. But just for time's sake, we'll do it this way. So I'll do select line. I just picked line command, and I'm going to pick this face, and I'm going to go up here. I'm going to come down here. I'm not going to be super accurate with this because I don't need to be. I just need to bring it into a project to use it for visuals. So I'm going to come over here. Now, the only thing is, I do have the dimension to the end of this. Sorry. So I do have the dimension to the end of this. So let's do it. Draw a line. I want it to be a construction line from this point here over this direction, and it's going to be the 2 1/4 plus 3/8. So it's going to be 2 5/8. And that obviously is not 2 5/8, whatever I did. So that give me an angle. So I'm going to do line again. Select this point. 2 5/8. Alright, that's going to be my end point. It's going to be at this point here. So let's draw a line from that point over to here. I do not want that to be a construction line, so click on that line and we want to turn off construction line. And let's turn off construction line again so that the next line isn't a construction line. And let's draw this in here, back to here, and then we're going to close it up. Now over here you can see we have a feature on the inside here. So what I'm going to do is go in here, create arc 3 point, from this point to this point, and here somewhere. Okay, and then I'm going to create another box in this sketch over here. I'm going to draw a line from this point up here to 0.5. Sorry, I went a little crazy there. I'm supposed to do 0.25. So let's do a line, because this is a 1/2 inch stud. So line from here, 0.25, and then line from here, 5/8. Now if you press enter it closes the command, so just click on the mouse button. Then come down this direction, 0.25, and then this direction, 5/8. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to revolve this. So close your sketch, go to the revolve command either in here or up here. Click on it, it clicks on everything I want because I don't want to revolve that piece. Select the axis on the center point. Okay, new body. Alright, so that's good. So that's what we want. So let's come over here and you can see our sketch is gone. So let's go in here, turn on our sketch again, click on that sketch, go to revolve again, select the axis, select that center line and join. Let's do a new body. So these are two separates. So you can see in bodies, there's one body, two bodies. So let's go to create thread, select the outside of this, and you can see it creates a kind of a thread. If you go to model, it'll actually model in a thread, which is what I always do. It depends how many you have, I guess. You can do a left-handed thread, a right-handed thread. There's all other options in here, you can go through them. So now we can see we have two bodies here. What we can do now is we can go back to this revolve if we want. Edit feature, and let's say, no, you know what, we don't want this to be a new body, we want it to join. Okay, now you can see this is just one body. So this is all one body. So that's that part done. So now we need to do the other sketch, but we need to model in the other direction. So what we're going to do is we want to model on the center line of this point. So we're going to construct an offset plane. So you can either click on this or the very top. And what I do is click on the plane. I usually drag this arrow and I'll just type in the 2.25 that I want to create the plane at. And then I want to insert again. So insert canvas from computer, select the part, open, select the face. And that's okay. Display true, opacity, okay, they're all set the same. So now what I want to do is I want to turn off the first sketch and make it look a little better. And what I can do is, my point is going to be at the origin. So what I need to do is I can turn off that body. Let's turn off the sketches. And let's go to the right hand side. And we're going to move this up to here. So what I need to do is I'll draw a circle first. Sorry, I picked this. I don't want the circle on this plane because that's back at the origin, which you can see over here. So finish that sketch. I mistakenly did that. What I want to do is I want to have it on this offset plane I just created. So let's do C for circle, select the offset plane, and then let's draw a circle that's, you know, close in size to the one that's here. And let's make that, the next line will now be construction. So let's unclick that. And let's go back, escape, and let's click on this and change it to construction line because we don't want it to be used for anything else. Then go back to our sketch, edit canvas, and then move this freely like this to roughly where we need to be. You could try and be more accurate if you need to be, or you can be more accurate if you need to be. This is good enough for me because I don't have dimensions. So that is kind of where I want to be. Now, I kind of jumped the gun there a little bit because I have not set the scale of this object. So what I want to do is calibrate the canvas like we did with the first one. We're going to go here, and we're going to go here, and that's going to be 2.5. Alright, so now you can see our circle is too small. So let's just erase that circle. So let's turn on our offset plane again. Let's turn on the offset plane, and what we'll do is circle again, the same thing we just did. Hold on, we'll escape. Let's finish the sketch because I'm not sure what sketch I'm in there. So let's click on this plane. Okay. So now we're going to draw a circle of roughly the same size. Click on it again, turn it into a construction line. Right click, edit canvas, move my canvas. So let's move the canvas. So what we just did a second ago, that looks pretty good. Okay, that's where I want to be. Let's turn back on the body. Alright, so it looks pretty good. So we're pretty lined up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another circle that's going to see you can see it, the size is off a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll draw a circle there. I'm going to draw a line up. So I'm going to just quickly draw. I'm going to quickly draw these lines. So let me come over this way, this direction, and draw a line to there. And I'm going to make this line a construction line just to get me a start point. And then draw a line from here up. So what you just want to keep in mind is you want this to be symmetrical. So there's no point in drawing the whole way around unless you have the correct numbers. You might as well just draw. Let me see if I go to here. You might as well just draw half of them, mirror the lines across. Now to mirror these lines, you need to be careful because if I finish the sketch, right, and then I turn the sketches back on, if I click this line and type in mirror, or sorry, let's move copy, sorry, if I click on this and do S for sketch, or shortcut, sorry, and I do mirror, it's not giving me, this is not the right mirror command, I can't pick lines. So I can only pick lines, I believe, when I'm in a sketch. So let's go back into that sketch. So I'm back in the sketch. Now let's pick the lines. So I'm just holding down the shift key as I do this. And then we're going to do mirror. So do S again for shortcuts, mirror. And this mirror here, the one that looks like lines. And then we want to select a mirror line, which is going to be our line here in the center. So always trying to stay centered. So you can see this is off a little. So if I had it drawn around this, I'd be wrong. You can see this is not modeling correct either. It seems to be the original copy, but it is from an image. So finish the sketch, and there you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to extrude this. So select these items and we're going to go symmetrical, and we're going to go 3/8 of an inch, and we can just join this body. It doesn't really matter. We can go back and change it later if we want. So we're just going to join it and turn this on. And let's turn off our canvases so we can see a little better. So this is what we got for now. You can see the end is cut out of this, which is the way we want it. So I need to draw some holes in here. So let's turn back on the canvases for a second. And let's turn on the first canvas, and we can see that the hole, it's not in this one. Let's see, it's in the second canvas. So the hole is 2 1/2, and the B distance is 1 5/8. So that's 7/8, which is 14/16, and half of that would be 7/16. So we need to draw a line in 7/16. So turn them off again. Draw a line from center point, 7/16. Enter, circle, and let's just draw a circle at 1.175. And finish the sketch. E for extrude, select that. Distance to, object here. Okay. So if we select that, so what we want to do now is that hole, so that extrusion, we can select that. And we should be able to mirror it. Modify, create mirror. Features, one object selected. And then we're going to select the mirror plane as being this plane. Okay, and it'll give me another hole over there, and then I'll do S for shortcut. I'll do the chamfer. I'm going to pick this one and this one, and I'm going to do 0.08. Enter. That's okay. And now we're going to put a feature here to cut out this. As we can see on the PDF, it's rounded down the center, so we'll do that now. So it appears to be rounded the whole way through, which makes it easier for me. So what I'll do is I'll create a sketch again, but what I'll do is I'll draw a line first. I might do that. I'm just trying to figure out if I'll do it on this face or this face. I think I'll try it on this face and see. So let's do line, this face. So I want to go a little higher because of this top part. So it doesn't want to snap to that. So let's just come across here to there, to there, and now we're going to do an arc. As I said, this is really not probably the best way to do any of these things. It's just the way I do them. So I kind of speed through this, usually a little faster than this when I'm not doing a video, and just try and get it done. Finish the sketch, and then if I do E for extrude, I can pick both of those items, and I want to extrude them in that direction. And I want to go a distance to object. To there, okay. And then that's a cut through, and you can see it's a little higher here, which is what it appears to be on this drawing. I don't know why it's a little higher, and there's a line here, so it looks like it's either inset or outset, but it doesn't appear to be here. So this will have to do for now. So basically that's what you want to do. That's where you got your part. Then of course you can turn off all these, your sketches, your construction lines. You can go in then and do some rendering if you want. So if you go into rendering, basically I have the background set there. So what you want to do is go in here to your appearances, and I'll just do something simple. Or if I go to metal and steel, sometimes I do cast and rough sometimes. So just drag it right on here and it'll change everything in there. And then if you want to go to your setup here, environmental library, usually I'll do something like cool light or phone booth is good sometimes. So let's see what's better. I think the cool light's better for these parts sometimes. And you can just run a quick render if you want, just to see what you think it's going to look like. So close that out and then just do play here, and it'll give you an idea what your part's going to look like. So something like that. So you can see the thread comes in pretty good. It just takes a couple of seconds. Otherwise you can do this render and it will render a full image for you of this. So let me stop that. And what else you can do is, I don't like this in the middle, sorry, this feature in the middle is kind of annoying me because I'm not sure that's the way it's supposed to be. It's not very clear on the part details. So let me just go back to the design, and if I edit this feature, let's edit this feature, and when it says to object, let me go to this object here. Okay, and I'm just going to cut it either side. I think this might meant to be, it's going to be different whether it's lower or whatever. So what we can do is let's select this feature again and then go create mirror and select the mirror plane, pick this plane. Okay, and we'll just do it that way for now. I'm going to have to do something with this part in the middle, but I'm not quite sure what to expect for that part. Now it is going to be on a railing, so it's got to be offset one way or the other. So also what you can do is you can do manufacturing, you can do a drawing. So if you go down to drawing from design, this is pretty neat. So you can come in here, it'll bring you to whatever size sheet you just specified, and I can drop this here. I can come in here and change this to this size. You can change the visibility. I'm going to just leave it like this for now so you can see, and then we can come up here, projection views, and I can project one up here, one down here, one over here, and the two end views. What I like to do is I can put a 3D view here, but it's giving me this direction. So what I want to do is put it up here, and okay, and then I'm going to drag this one over here, double click it, and what I can do is change the visual style so that it comes in nice like that, and there you go. You got a PDF like that. Just export it, all sheets, and just call it whatever you like, save. Now I didn't choose to open that, so let's choose to open it this time, and let's call it whatever this time, and it'll open that PDF and we'll be able to take a look at it. And you can see there's your PDF. So pretty quick, like took 20 minutes or more I guess, but you can have that part then and save it and you'll have it forever. Hope that helps. I can obviously be a little cleaner with this, but that's just a quick way to get a part out if you want. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye bye.